Many sportsmen put aside their fishing rods in the fall and take up shotguns and rifles, heading for the forests, the mountains, and the marshlands of Idaho. Most are familiar with the check stations they'll encounter on their return from the backcountry, but why are some so big and blatant, and others so subtle and secluded?
I'm guessing that you're probably going to be coming up the road. Just come up about another mile and you'll find us.
It's the elk season opener, and Conservation Officer Tom Whalen has been up since well before dawn. He spent the morning hours and early afternoon on his feet, trekking through the backcountry, checking big game hunters. Now those hunters are heading home, and Tom and fellow officers Charlie Justice and Kurt Steiglitz have created a check station along the roadside. It's another opportunity for Fish and Game enforcement officers to contact the hunting public and fulfill their obligation to support the ethical hunters by catching those who cheat them.
Hello, sir. How are you doing? Great. You up hunting today?
It's a typical check station stop. A relatively remote dirt road, a sign on the shoulder, perhaps a flashing blue light, and then a Fish and Game conservation officer checking that everything's legal.
Well, you have a safe trip back. Okay. Thank you very much.
Unless there's a violation, in a few minutes the hunter is on his or her way. But there's another kind of check station, not run by the enforcement officers, but by the researchers and managers who are collecting the information they need to properly manage Idaho's wildlife.
Hi, I hope you've been deer hunting.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Yes, okay, good, good.
Lou Nelson is not a Fish and Game conservation officer. He's the regional wildlife manager for Southwest Idaho.
A 9-inch spread on this one, a 13-inch spread on the 3x3 in the back.
And although he says he'll write citations for blatant violations, he's more interested in measurements, ratios, hunter success, and sportsman satisfaction.
We're looking for what proportion is yearling deer versus adult deer in the harvest. And if there's a too high proportion of yearling deer, that indicates some potential problems or potential high production. So two things it can indicate.
In mule deer, teeth are the best indicators of age.
A yearling deer, it has the 2 permanent incisors, a second permanent incisor just coming in, and 2 of these the milk teeth are still in place, but are very loose, just about to fall out.
Once measurements are taken and the data is recorded, the successful hunters are on their way home.
Okay. I guess that's all we need. I guess they wrote down all the information on you. The first thing we want to get is talk to sportsmen, during the season to get an impression of what the sportsmen are seeing in the field, what conditions they're seeing out there with the game herds. The second thing is to get some biological information, to look at the animals that are harvested, what condition they're in, what size they are, the sex and age of the animals.
In the course of an hour, the biologist checked several mule deer, a few elk, a white-tailed doe, and a bull moose, harvested by a very satisfied Tom Knight of Horseshoe Bend.
Hunting's always good. Lots of animals out there.
But one of the more delightful encounters is with a new hunter, 12-year-old Jeff Brown from Emmett. Although he's been hunting before with his dad, Garris, this is the first year that Jeff can carry his own gun.
These came within 100 to 150 yards of us, and we were sitting on a rock, and so he got it and just really tickled it.
Jeff's first animal is a nice yearling bull elk, a pretty exciting first hunt. Maybe a little too exciting.
What did he shoot? What did he shoot?
He shot a spike elk.
Spike elk. Yep. What tag did you put on?
Oh! You got the deer tag on there, Jeff.
I got my...
Oh, he was excited. He was excited. Now you've ruined your deer tag.
Oh.
Where's my elk tag?
Your elk tag.
Oh, Jeff.
Here's your elk tag, a resident bee tag.
Lou writes a brief note so Jeff can pick up a replacement tag because father and son plan to go back up tomorrow and try their luck with deer. This year they're building the foundation for a lifetime tradition of father-son hunts.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. And I've always said we don't care whether we get anything or not if we just go up and have a few days together, and enjoy that. That's the hunt trip for us, really, is to be able to go up and burn a pancake and do a few things like that and get dirty.
Most hunters assume this check station is here for enforcement. But Lou points out that any deliberate violator could easily avoid stopping. It's been in the same spot on a major highway for the last 10 years and is only open during daylight hours. Quite a contrast to the other kind of check station.
The Enforcement check station basically is what we call an impromptu, typically is the normal way we run it, which means that we run it up or set it at various places at different times, sometimes middle of the night, sometimes early in the morning. Try to keep it random, keep everybody guessing. Howdy!
Hey.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Glad to see you got something, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the rest?
No, I'm going down and get some horses to get it.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll check what you got.
The back of this pickup contains the head and rack of a bull elk.
All right, John. Just need a license to check on that.
Tom suggests to the hunter that next time he should consider leaving a note on the carcass still remaining in the mountain.
Normally what you might
Then,
wanna do in the future
Tom reminds him that it's the
is
hunter's
pick up that
responsibility to retrieve the meat before it spoils. Otherwise, it's considered a wasting game violation.
We have usually excellent compliance. Most of the things that maybe we run into, are fairly minor. Every now and then, maybe the 1 to 2% comes in that you have a fairly major violation that's detected through a situation like this. The majority of the hunters love to see us out here. They can't seem to get enough of having us out here.